Hi everyone, and welcome to the first episode of Dr. Kyle Explains, your YouTube channel where we go through GCSE Science content quickly and easily. Today we're going to be going through atoms, elements, compounds and mixtures. If you find value from the content, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and jump in. Okay, so atoms. All substances are made from atoms, and an atom is the smallest part of an element that can exist. Now, atoms are represented by a chemical symbol. So, for example, O is oxygen and Na is sodium. Now, whenever you have an element with two letters, you should always start with the first letter as a uppercase and the second letter as a lowercase. These symbols can be found on the periodic table. Now, there are around about 100 different elements on the periodic table. Okay, so I've just shown a small symbol at the bottom here of a circle in a square. Now this is just representing a singular atom, an atom by itself. Okay, so looking at elements then. A key definition for an element is that it's a substance that only contains one type of atom. And so I've represented it in a diagram at the bottom here with two blue circles. They are exactly the same, and so therefore it is an element because they are the same atom together. Compounds then. So compounds are formed from elements by chemical reactions. A chemical reaction always forms a new product. So for example, if you took hydrogen plus oxygen, reacted it together, you would make water. And I've represented that in a word equation just down there. Now I've also shown you the symbol equation here where we've got two H2s, so hydrogen, plus a molecule of oxygen. And so hydrogen and oxygen are both elements because they are the same atom. But when you react them together, they form a compound, H2O, and we have two of those to balance the equation. H2O obviously is hydrogen, 2 parts, and oxygen, 1 part. And so it's a compound because we have two different elements chemically bonded together. Now, if you're not sure about balancing equations, don't worry too much in this video. Please look at my other videos on my playlist to go through balancing equations. Okay, so a compound then. The key definition for this is a substance containing two or more different elements that are chemically combined. So, for example, you could have water, H2O, sulfuric acid, H2SO4, that's 3 elements, or glucose, C6H12O6. And again, I've represented that in a diagram down here. Now, this would be a good example of water. The grey circle would be your oxygen, and then the two blue circles either side would be hydrogen. Now, again, because they are different but still chemically combined, they're touching each other, that makes that diagram show a compound. So, a mixture then. Mixtures can be separated by physical processes such as filtration or distillation. These physical processes do not involve a chemical reaction, so no new product is formed. Now, the key definition for a mixture is a substance made up of two or more different elements that are not chemically combined. So, loads of things in the world are mixtures. So, for example, sand and water is a mixture. You can easily filter out the sand and get the water. Salts dissolved in water, you could evaporate the water out. Sugar dissolved in tea would be a mixture because you could evaporate the water out again and get the sugar back out. Although that would still be mixed with the tea again, so still a mixture. So most substances are in fact mixtures. Now I've identified that down the bottom here. As you can see, we've got two blue circles down there, so that would be an element. And then we have a grey circle and a green circle. Now none of them are touching, so they are not chemically bonded together, but they are all jumbled up, and so therefore it is a mixture. Okay, so looking at our tick list, which you're able to download from the link below in my description, you can see what we've gone through today. So we have defined an atom, element, compound, and a mixture, and we've been able to identify them from examples. We've used chemical symbols to produce chemical formulae of elements and compounds, and to name a few compounds. And we've also briefly looked at writing word and balanced symbol equations. So thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to view my other videos on my playlist, please look through my channel, subscribe, please give the video a thumbs up if you found value from the content, and please do tune in next time for more scientific content. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.